Steve starts out the raid like, what are we doing? I don't like this. Who wants to do this?
Why are you throwing me under the bus?
No, because you were the first one. You can see it on the video.
And then this happens.
Wait, what are you doing right now?
I'm just saying between you and... No,
this
it's
is
not
what
right
happens
now.
during the raid.
What are you
This is exactly
doing
what
right
happens.
now?
That's what happens.
What is it that you're doing right now?
That's what happens at the beginning of the raid.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Watch the video.
Hey, babe. What do you want to eat? Hey, babe. You want some Thai
And
food?
Griffin,
Hey,
too.
babe.
I'm
Hey, babe,
not
want
just
some Thai food?
Steve, and Griffin
Okay,
hates it, too.
thank you.
I said both.
Mention other people,
I
too.
do.
Not just me. Not
You
just
go,
me.
you go, this is terrible. What are we doing here?
It is.
See?
It is. It's
Thank you,
pointless.
Steve.
It's stupid.
TLC movies and shows we like.
Welcome to WFE episode numero 9. So let's talk about Destiny 2, what the DLC, what we think's going to happen, the DLC, where it's going, and discuss it. So
Okay.
you're pretty knowledgeable on. You're always up on the new.
I'm
Destiny.
not, yeah. I know a little bit. They released the trailer for the, I think it's Curse of the Osiris.
Right.
I think the biggest thing with it, and Bungie usually does a good job. It's hard to hit every fucking note,
Right.
but they do a good job of listening to the community with what they need to change. Like I said,
They
with
listen too much, but yeah.
Well, a little bit.
the loudest
they
voices.
know, because like Steve was talking about, they know they need to keep their player base, so they've got to listen to people, because if they don't, nobody's gonna play the fucking game.
Like,
you
what,
know,
the weapons?
the weapons, because Luke Smith vaguely said, we understand the duplicates are. Like, that's annoying. Like, you keep getting the same fucking gun. So they said they want to keep the fixed rolls, but they want to make it their reason to get those duplicates for
Well, what's a
change.
duplicate?
Like the same gun over and
Oh,
over. Because
over
you
and
know
over.
how
Same rolls.
it's fixed rolls, so it's always the same rolls.
Like
so
the same Uriel's, like...
they said, they want to make it so you get those multiple guns that you can. There's a reason for it. So that goes into the mod system, because I think the mod system's it's a good idea, but they need to do more with it. Like I said, make the legendary weapon mods a perk. So you get to pick. You have a bunch of different perks from these mods. You get to pick one specific one that you want on that gun that goes for your play style. You know what I'm saying? If I'm using a hand cannon, I want luck in the chamber. I get to put that. I can grind for that mod. And
You mean
then
you
put
can
it into
switch
my
that
gun.
out with the norm?
Do you think they're going to have those, like, luck or the chamber drops and shit like that?
I don't know, like in the chamber, by itself. I don't know, but just perks in general.
Yeah.
So that way.
Is that something they actually are doing? Or is that
I
something
think
you're saying?
they're hinting. They're hinting at it.
I'm looking at something right now. They're saying something about that.
They're hinting at it. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do with the mods. So that way they can keep the fixed rolls, which is fine if I get to customize my gun a little bit more. So that's what I'm hoping from R4 and the expansion. That way it just makes the grind a little bit more. But also I'm just excited for this expansion because it's going to be Vex themed. So it's going to be.
You love the Vex.
I love
Yeah.
the
That's
Vex.
to start over.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
well-
what Vex were the first from Destiny 1.
The Vex, and they said raid material. So they haven't come out and said that there is a raid, but they said raid content. So I'm not sure how to take that. There are some people thinking that they're gonna do a legit horde mode.
What does that mean?
It's Gears
That's
of
like
War.
Gears of War.
Like
man.
Gears
That's
of-
the funnest thing, man.
Oh, it is?
You're just fighting. They just keep coming.
Like
and coming.
waves.
See,
how
Kinda
long
like
that
a
lasts.
I like that shit.
kind of
Yeah.
like a zombie. Like
I
see
love
how
that
many
shit.
levels
That's
you can
like
get
Prison
to.
of Elders, kind of a little bit.
But
It's like when you do public events right now. It's fun when there's 7 people
I
there.
love that.
And people everybody's using their supers. You're picking
Yeah,
up
yeah,
orbs.
yeah.
It's
I
like,
love
bah,
that,
bah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I think it would be cool to have
At
a
the
mode.
Dreadnought, you could do that, remember?
Have a horde mode like that doesn't cap, but the goal is to see how high you can get, what number you can get to, and the enemies get stronger and stronger and stronger. So I'd be cool with that. There's other people saying that because they took a voice clip of what they say in the trailer, saying that you return to the Vault of Glass. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing. A lot of people want Vault of Glass to even come back. I would rather have a new raid just so it's new.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if they remastered and made the vault different, I'd be all
not
for
do
it.
both?
No,
Because
but going back to the Vault of Glass doesn't mean that it could be
It
just
could
a
be a
raid
story.
that starts at the Vault of Glass.
Right.
That's all it is.
it could-
I'm looking forward to, the disappointment of not being at the highest light level.
Yeah.
It just being like, oh, I can't
I
get
got
there.
it. Yeah.
Like I just like that feeling of just like I don't have like you know
Yeah. You
like
wanna-
I don't have a character that's 305 yet.
I don't either.
Me neither. I'm
I have a
two-
303.
But I
297.
can get a 305 guy actually if I have to grab this gun and I have to
Right.
have this configuration that I don't necessarily like.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm looking forward to is being like,
yeah.
all right, so then that's my reason for playing.
I
Yeah.
like the old system of infusing. I don't
I
like
still
this.
have that.
No, because you have to make sure it's the same model gun.
Same weapon.
You
type.
can't infuse like
Right.
a pulse into an auto or
Oh,
yeah.
You have to have two
Yeah.
scout
You have to have
rifles.
2 scout rifles.
I kind of like that though.
But
That's part of making you grind. Though.
Yeah, the grind wouldn't be there if they did that. You'd be
Right.
305 right away. But I mean,
Well, I don't like that they made it so you can't like take a hunter helmet and infuse
Yeah,
it into
into
a
a
Titan.
Titan.
I don't,
Yeah,
They need to bring
yeah.
that shit back.
Yeah.
It's like really hard to. But again,
and that's why I
that's
made
the grind.
that's why I made 3 hunters because all my gears I don't
Oh, you
have
made
to do.
you made 300?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
use
ridiculous
anything. I don't
setup.
use any of that other shit. Hunter's master class, dude. I got it tattooed on my fucking skin.
Tight
You know what? I'm
pants.
gonna make 100 too.
Yeah, make a hunter.
Yeah.
But
You've never had a hunter?
No, not in this game. I only
Oh.
have a warlock.
Yeah,
But-
I have
You only have one.
Why
character?
is it you only use Titans, Craig?
No, I'm gonna make a hunter. I just
have
want
all
to get my
3.
first character up to 305,
Yeah.
which I just
but
did.
you make all your characters right away, and then you
Yeah, I do.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, I made them all. I made, and what I realized what I would do now though is like if I had to do it again, like I would make like right now. Let's say if I want to make a different warlock, I would put all my warlock stuff in the vault because
Well,
now
that's
I know.
what I did.
Yeah.
But now I know how I
Yeah.
want to do it because you could rank up faster that way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I started with a Titan and it took forever,
Right.
to rank up. In the other characters, because I already had the guns and I would just give it to them, and then I get to 20. Right, so now I know how to do it. That might be fun.
Yeah.
I like the story. It's just tedious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
What do you guys never even mention like the new powerful engrams? That's new, right? Powerful engrams.
Power engrams.
Yeah, the ones that are like the good engram drops. They never had that in Destiny
From
1.
the vendors, you mean?
Yeah, just all around powerful engrams. The
Yeah.
purples.
The high.
The
high
luminous. The luminous.
Right.
So
Well,
what do you guys think about that shit?
Well, the luminous is the Eververse shit, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the bright engram.
No,
you mean.
but
No,
the
that's-
powerful engrams, the
Are
ones
you
that
talking
are
about the purple legendaries, but that come with like a mod on them, or
no, the ones that drop high, like 305 or 30 like
Oh, just-
or
but
300.
But that's from the raid or some challenges.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you
or
get
the
that on the
clan.
weekly, like
Yeah,
even
whatever.
Yeah,
But it doesn't always.
right.
Like even sometimes Hawthorne, the clan
Right.
rewards, it'll drop something like really high, or
297.
or not high enough,
Right.
or something like that. But I'm looking forward to that. And then so they said the raid content, but what the hell does that mean?
See, that's the thing
You
because
should
normally
just say a raid. If it's a raid, it's a
that's-
raid.
That's the thing. That's
Oh,
why people
God,
these
yeah.
bastards.
people are
It's marketing,
speculating.
man.
People
You
are
have to keep
speculating.
you wondering.
Well, they're saying that's why
That
they're
would
saying
suck.
like they don't know if it's a for sure raid because most of the time they say new raid.
yeah,
And
why don't they
this
just
time
say
they're-
that?
This time they're saying raid content, so
What
you
does
don't.
that mean?
Well, if
Who
it's
knows?
Vault
What
of
the fuck does that
Glass,
mean?
if it's Vault of Glass, then
Oh,
it could be an old
Leviathan could
raid
be
that they
different.
just upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
I'm
did.
over, I don't even want to do the raid. I don't care now.
They said
care.
I know how you feel because it's,
It's
so
like,
frustrating.
You have to
just
get
feel
all
like,
the
oh,
people
God.
and like the
Then you-
communication.
I'll tell you this though.
It's just a,
learning
who
curve.
Once-
cares? I don't
once-
care. I don't need that gear.
once
then.
you
I don't
get it-
care. I'll just
I agree. Getting
I like the Wild Wolf shit,
get-
the Wildwood gear. I'll just wear the
I,
Wildwood
I
shit.
I understand. Like
Yeah.
getting getting the group
Yeah.
together is
Yeah, it's
hard, and
tedious.
I'm not a big raid
But we
guy.
have a group. We have a nice.
Yeah, but none of us
set
know how to
people.
do it.
That's the thing.
But,
You're
we do
the
now,
only guy that
no,
knows how to
no,
do
we
it.
do now. I know how to do it.
do you really?
Yeah, but remember,
I did
but
it twice.
Steve, remember.
Do you really?
Remember when we started?
Yeah.
We
Look at-
first
yeah.
learned. Remember
know,
when we
you know
first
what I
learned
do?
Crota, and then we were
I
doing
let
it all
her
the
give me
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
really?
Once we figured it out, we would do it all the time.
I
That's the
miss
thing with
those
this
days.
raid.
How come I don't feel that way with this game?
Well,
There's a
this-
feeling. There's
you're gonna-
something.
Because your ass
missing.
ain't on, dude.
No,
Yep.
no, I play.
Yeah, but you don't play with us.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you haven't played as much, but here's the thing. To be honest, Steve, when I did it with these guys, like the only thing that's difficult is the guys telling you where to go with the dogs. That part that I was doing that we recorded is actually one of the hardest things in
And
the
it
game.
and it was like when we got because I said, okay, guys, I'm gonna give this two tries because I didn't
did it
think
in
we were
one-
gonna
Can
get
I be
through.
honest with you? It's lame. That story is lame. Ooh, The fucking well, it's like when they look at you, you die on it. It's so stupid. Isn't it dumb? It's so stupid. I'd rather do the marathon. I like that.
like
the marathon.
but for me, I like
the
shooting
fucking
shit.
death gaze shooters.
I like
I'd rather
shooting
do that.
shit.
I'd
But it's
rather
not
do
that
that.
bad. But it's not hard
I
once
don't
you
like
know
where you
it.
see. I don't like the puzzle
wanna
shit.
But I'll say,
Stuff.
I'll
The
say,
mechanics of
because I was
the
a big
synchronicity of your team.
And I was-
you have to move here now. It's like I don't like that.
I was big
Just
on that too. I'm not big on the raid.
stupid.
But I'll say I was tired. I'm gonna give it 2 tries.
He's talking about Winnie and Pikachu.
when-
It feels like math,
when
like high
we-
math.
when
I don't
we-
want to do math.
When we played with
I
him
want
and
to fucking
Pikachu,
shoot the shit. I want to shoot things.
when we played with him and Pikachu in that group, we had fun. Like 2 hours went by like nothing because we got it. It was
We
fun.
beat
It
almost
was
everything
fun.
in 1 or 2 tries.
Yeah, it was fun.
We
like
really did.
once we got
Okay,
it.
what are the other ones? I'm not gonna play, so just tell me what the other.
No,
ones.
you should do
I'm
it
not-
sometime. We'll do it sometime.
Dude.
It's not that hard.
Do
We
you
beat it in
like? Do
2
you even
hours.
care for the raid? You don't care, right? I don't
mean,
care.
If I have people doing it, I'll do it. But like
But you don't care.
I don't like. I'm not like, oh, I gotta do the raid
Because there's
because
no
it's
incentive.
like I,
Why?
yeah.
Just so I
Well,
could get a new
it gets
chest piece of
frustrating.
armor?
Then
I
I
don't
have to
care.
leave.
It's fun. It's different.
It's not
It's
gonna
just
drop
different.
higher. It's not gonna be like 320.
Yeah,
Trying to
but
See,
connect
that's
the
that's
sets.
the problem there. If it's a 320, like you have to do the raid because the light level
Yeah,
is
but that's what's
320.
gonna happen though.
What do you mean?
They're gonna add new raid content, and you're gonna have to do the raid again because now the new raid gear is gonna drop.
Higher.
Higher.
It's after the DLC.
Alright.
After the first DLC, the
I'll
game
do
is
it then.
always better because of that.
What
Yeah.
happens
I'll do
with
it
the
then.
prestige raid right now? Like what?
Oh,
do
and
you
that
get?
stuff's
what
fun
the fuck
too.
is the prestige raid?
Oh,
What is
the
that?
you know
And
what
what do
I
you
like
get?
doing? I forgot to say that in
Yeah.
our
This
other
is-
podcast.
this
The
is-
What is the
prestige
prestige?
Nightfall is fun. That's
This
fun.
is where they drop the ball with the prestige. I think the prestige raid you get different armor, but there's no different weapons, which people were complaining about.
it's just way harder to do.
What they got right is the Nightfall. I'll give them that. That
got
shit's hard.
they got
The Nightfall's hard.
They got the prestige raid, but now they're adding challenges into the raid now too. So like the challenge this week was the pools. Like
What's the pools?
Yeah, it's one of
it's
the
like the
raid
relay
levels.
race thing where like the big guys with the swords jump out of the pools.
He hasn't.
I don't know
played
if
it,
you've
so
played
you
that
haven't.
part.
No, he hasn't
Yeah.
played it. So he
I
doesn't
haven't
know.
done that.
He's only
But,
done the dogs. So he
But
doesn't know.
I mean, going back to it, like I'm not a big. I'll
don't
contest,
care.
dude. I'm a PvP guy. I'd rather play PvP.
Yeah.
But we did that raid, and like I said, I was tired. I had 2 hours went by like nothing. Because when you get it and you see you have chemistry and it's going to work. The problem with the raid,
miss Varix in the Prison of
well,
Hell.
when
I
we
miss that
when we
stuff.
all do it, we never get further. Like
Yeah.
once it starts going bad, everybody,
That's it.
nobody
It
gives a
stays
shit.
bad.
It just takes one person to
Yeah.
lose concentration,
Yeah,
and you're fucked.
and nobody gives a
One
shit.
person.
This
so
guy.
So then it's like a big waste of time. But when you see the team starting to work together and you're getting further, then you're like, okay, we got this bitch. We get. So
Yeah,
it gets you
yeah.
enthusiastic.
Okay.
Our problem is morale, I think, in our fucking
Yeah.
once we get down,
Well,
we're just
Steve
like.
starts out the raid like, I don't. What are we doing? I don't like this. Who wants to do this?
Why are you throwing me under
No,
the bus?
because you were the first one. You can
and
see
then
it on
this
the
happens.
video.
And then this happens.
Wait,
I know.
what are you
Yeah.
doing right now?
I'm just saying between you and no,
What
it's
are
not
you
What
doing
happens
right now?
during the raid?
What are you
Exactly
doing
what
right
happens.
now?
That's what
What
happens.
is it that you're doing right now?
That's what happens at the beginning of the raid.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
No,
Watch the
no,
video.
Hey, babe.
no.
What,
We
what do you
don't
want to
talk
eat?
about
Hey, babe.
that.
You want some Thai
Yeah,
food?
Griffin
Hey,
too.
babe.
I'm
Hey, babe,
not
want
just
some Thai food?
Steve, and Griffin
Okay,
hates
thank
it
you,
too.
thank you.
I said both.
Mention other people
I
too,
do.
not
I
just
do.
me. Not
You
just
go.
me.
You go. This is terrible. What are we doing here?
It is.
See?
It is. It's
Thank you,
pointless.
Steve.
It's stupid. It's fucking
But he's saying
dumb.
morale. He's saying morale, and I'm
Hold
saying
on,
you
guys, I
guys
gotta order some food
immediately
with
your
my-
morale
with my
goes to
girlfriend.
0.
Yeah,
But-
we're about to finish apart. Frank's over here,
Why
not
can't they
running
just
the ball
make it
'cause
where
he's
it's not
ordering food.
puzzles and high math?
Well, some of it
Why
isn't.
can't it be
Some
like
of
you have
it-
to
no,
shoot
some of
a
it
thousand
is.
people?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I agree.
I mean, I'd rather have
where you have to
I
kill
don't
a
gotta have
thousand
math.
a
dudes.
thousand hive come at me.
Exactly.
We have to like,
And then you can put up your shield,
Yeah,
and you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You do your super now.
that's horde
and then
mode.
do it
I
like
agree.
that.
That's
I
horde
agree.
I don't like this
Well,
high math
and I-
puzzle shit.
And I said,
I don't like that.
High math.
I
I
said,
don't like it. Do
I
you
said,
like it? You have to Google shit and like look at videos, and I hate that.
Frank's all about high math.
Yeah, I said it. Like I said, I wish they would make a raid where it's just
Shooting a bunch of people.
really fucking
Get it?
hard. Just
Just
make
hard.
it really fucking hard.
Hard,
and
like
you gotta
there's-
kill a bunch of shit. I agree. I agree. Because
there's some thralls,
Well-
like exploding thralls that run, and you have to jump. You know what I mean? I like that.
Well, let's go back to the next DLC. You're saying soon they're going to bring PvP where it's actually you can match against other friends and people.
Oh yeah, so they're bringing back
What?
private matchmaking,
Private
which is
matches?
fucking huge.
Which actually would be fun to do with teams. Like if we had teams of 4 against like Arrows guys of 4.
Yeah.
That would kind of be
I
fun.
wouldn't want to play against Gavin because Gavin's. I respect his
Gav's
gameplay.
good. Gav's
Yeah.
good.
Like, it'd
Well,
be fun
I
to
want to play
against
against
this
you.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know, you son of a
you
gun.
got the higher KD.
No.
You might take Frank down.
You
take
might,
Frank
dude.
down.
I think you might be able to take me.
No.
now.
You would
no.
take
I
Frank.
do think you could take me now.
No, my shit's just flawed. I'm just Uriel. I'm hiding with the Uriels. I just hide with the Uriels, and
And it comes out.
Yeah,
But
I
they
hide.
for
I'm cheap. I'm cheap with
the
it.
next DLC though, I think the light or the power or whatever goes up to 325, and then they're gonna have 5 levels that you go. So like you're level 20. You get 5 more levels, you advance.
Level
so it's going to
25?
go to level 25, and then the
Oh,
power,
great.
then the
But
power.
I wonder
never
if they're going
ends.
to add a story to
Yeah.
it. Though.
Can they have?
That's why they're
what-
doing it, because they want you to level up through the story.
Oh.
You know,
And
and
then-
like, okay, this is my only complaint with PvP. They should have like 100 modes. You get, not just those 5 things.
I
you do.
agree.
Yeah.
That's
They should
choice.
add more modes.
that
like,
goes to
you know,
choice. That's my point. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't like that they took away modes.
Yeah,
Like,
but when they had modes, we always still played we only played Control.
You're right.
no,
Yeah.
no.
So
Steve
they-
Even if
like
you had all
Rift.
these choices,
Steve
Yeah.
like
it's like
Rift.
having cable. You don't go to Animal Planet. You don't go to.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't play
yeah.
Rift.
I love
though.
Animal
We didn't play
Planet.
Rift.
Yeah,
There
I
was-
miss Rift.
Yeah.
I
I
like
think
Rift.
they'll
some
bring
stuff.
it back. Like I said, here we go.
Actually, competitive is not even on the. That's why we always play quick play
Yeah,
because
why
those
do
are
we only
funner
play
games.
quick
Well,
play?
well,
Because they're just funner games.
Yeah.
Well, and like I
like
like
that.
survival. I like survival, but it goes back to me being like ADD. I hate dying and then waiting for a round to be over.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the worst.
that's why like even trials when it's countdown, it's just
People don't
just,
come get you revived.
Yeah.
Come get me
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, yeah. So
Fucking Craig is the worst at that shit.
I revive
Craig,
all
get
the
me
time.
up, and you're like, I'm reloading my weapons.
I'm
I
Revive
have to-"
King.
my big. All right, now we're going back in episode.
Yeah,
With,
like
with
keep
grievances.
stay on them. Says keep on them.
Grievances.
What else?
Keep on
What
them.
else?
Why are you
Hold
so-
on, hold on.
why is
You know what you
Steven
used to
telling
do?
Used
You
to.
said it the best. You're like he's not aware of his awareness is not there. You know, like
Yeah.
you're dead or like where other
100%.
people are going.
100%.
Craig will just go out on his own.
100%. Now,
Craig's
this
a
goes
butterfly.
back. This goes back to a grievance that I have.
Right?
'Cause
I
we
mean,
were
you,
play-
you said that. I didn't say you said that.
We were playing the other
You brought
day.
it up though.
We were
I know,
playing.
he's a
We,
nice guy.
we were playing the other day, and we got into a heated thing playing trials. It was on Eternity. I think maybe the first or second week.
It felt like an eternity.
But yeah, it really did. Because I'm telling Craig to move
Cue
with
video
me.
now.
I'm telling Craig to move with me and team shot. Okay.
This is the part Craig edits
So
out.
so here we go.
never-
We're both coming up. I poke out. I'm pushing. I push out. Craig is behind this corner.
Amen.
I
brothers.
get
Amen.
pushed. I
Keep
get
going.
pushed by 2 people.
Amen,
I
brother.
die. He forgets that I become a third person view. I can see around corners. He says, I go, Craig, shoot him. He's like, I'm shooting him. What he means is he's scoping past this corner, waiting for them to come. So he's shooting, but he's not fucking hitting
He's not
anybody.
pressing.
So I'm
Craig?
pressing. I die,
see-
and
I
he's
call-
like, I'm shooting
I
him.
call
He's
bullshit.
not. shooting.
I
No,
know.
that's
I've
not
seen it
bullshit.
too.
Well, show the
Amen.
video.
Craig,
I wish I had the video.
if it was
I wish I
bullshit,
had the
if
video.
there's 2 people on me and I get one real low health down, if you're shooting with me, they should both be dead. They shouldn't both. They both survive.
Or he'll start
They
running
both survive.
to an opposite. He'll go some different direction or something.
well, I know. If I push
What,
it with
you
somebody,
know?
I push. No, wait, hold
You
on.
don't do that.
Let's go. There's 2 different comments here.
Okay.
One is pushing with
here we
Coke.
go.
One is pushing with
I
Coke.
I like
no,
this. This is
one
a
is
good
pushing
segment.
with. This is
This is a good segment. Yeah.
Steve.
Keep going.
One is pushing with Coke. One is
was-
pushing. Hold on. One is pushing with Coke. Now you guys weren't there, so this was me and Coke. Probably Pikachu. I don't know who was with us.
Who knows?
And I was next to Coke. The problem was he got tagged and dies. When he gets killed, he gets pissed no matter what happens. I was shooting at those guys.
Let him
I
talk.
was shooting
I
at
will.
those guys. I was not around the corner. He thinks I was because I don't know where he was when he saw me after he died.
Are you listening?
Either
But-
I'm
Are
listening,
you
but
listening to
either
him?
He better pull that classic Coke
Craig
move.
either Craig is lying right now,
I'm
or
not
he
lying.
is super terrible at this game because
Well, both those things
all
can be
now
true.
listen,
we know we're
listen.
terrible
Pull up that
at
candy.
Wait,
Can we pull up
that's
that
not
candy?
No, I have
usually-
something to
that's That's
say
not
too.
mutually
No,
exclusive.
I'm listening to both of you guys.
Okay, now
I'm
listen.
listening. I'm
'cause
listening.
we're just
Steve
breaking
Lee.
it down. We're just
I'll
breaking
re-summarize
down.
after.
If we're truly team shooting, right? I got 2 people shooting me. I'm shooting one of the guys that's team shooting me,
I know
and
what
I
you're
get him
saying,
low.
brother. I
If
know
we're
what you're saying.
if we're team shooting,
I
that
know.
guy should be dead.
I
If I
know.
get a guy down
I
to
know.
a red to like this much health,
What he's saying, Craig. This can I re?
hold on, let
I know
me
what
just
he's saying.
So
I hear what he's saying.
You're not listening. You're not
I don't know why you gotta re-summarize it.
Listen, I get him down to a red bar.
I know.
I get him down to a red bar. I'm not mad that I died. I would be happy
mad that he
even
died.
if he dies. No, even if
Craig,
he dies.
it's one
once again,
shot
these
with
both
your mind
things
into
can
the
be true.
body.
Listen,
That's what
if-
you're saying.
if-
Shoot him once with your mind, and he's
dead. Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I wouldn't be as mad if we both push and okay, they kill both of us, but we get one down. We don't get one.
Yeah.
If we're
You
pushing,
need that
both
one.
shooting one
You need-
guy, he
you're
should
right.
be dead.
I agree.
That's why
That's
I'm
called-
saying
You're
That's
absolutely
called
right.
cherry picking.
that
we
means
played 1,000 games,
Now
and you're
he's
talking about
he's
one
talking
game.
truth here.
it
Now
is
we're
true.
getting
bro.
somewhere.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Now we're getting
when
somewhere.
I see
Craig,
when
you
I
gotta
see
listen. You're not
when,
listening.
When
Hey,
I
I'm
see
listening.
Are you listening
But
to
you're
him?
you're bitching about it like you're there. You haven't played with us in 7 months.
No, but I know.
So how the fuck do you know what's
I
happening
know,
between
I
me
know.
and him?
Deflection.
I know what he's.
Oh,
I know
God.
his
This
frustration.
is coming from you. Let's talk about the
No.
time we were playing you guys. You and Coke with Gavin and me, and you just weren't even next to Coke.
What are you talking about, brother?
You lost. He
I'm
knows what I'm
always
talking
there,
about.
brother.
He knows what I'm
I'm
talking
there,
about.
brother.
You were
I
not
know what
anywhere.
you're
He was
talking
getting
about.
You
pissed
could
at
tell
you.
he's-
Anytime Steve
says brother, you know he's in the
you know he's
wrong.
like on the red zone right now. He's so close to the red zone right now. He's
maintaining himself.
yeah. Hey, brother. What are you doing
All right,
right
well,
now?
Each
Craig?
brother brings up just the trophy he had when he would wrestle. It just slowly comes up in the background.
That Burbank High trophy starts to come up.
It's gonna come up.
All right. All right. Well, we've done
Wait, hold on,
grievances.
hold on.
No, because
this
I want
is fun.
to.
This is
I
fun
know.
stuff. I like, dude. This is what I like
I know,
about
but we
it. I like, this
we
is
have
fun.
limited time left on this
Oh
episode.
man, this is. I flew by. We're done already.
No, we're not. But I
No,
wanted
but
to
by
just
the-
switch
but-
it up.
Just to be on the record, Craig was behind the wall. He wasn't.
No,
too
Craig. In
Okay,
your
but here's
defense,
the-
in your defense, you've
No,
done
no, no.
better.
Craig team shot the wall.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
in your defense.
I'm not going to defend that I'm not good at the game because we know this and we know
but
he's
this
the
thing,
best.
you know what?
No, and I'm not saying
This thing that Coke does sometimes that I can't stand is
Oh, here we
Hey,
go.
like-
there we go.
Now we're getting somewhere.
you're shooting,
Now
right?
we're getting
You're
somewhere.
shooting, and he's there with you for a second, and all of a sudden he's gone. Then you
Right.
die, and then he pops out and kills the guy.
Right,
You know?
with the super or something.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, sometimes you got to
let me-
recharge shield.
No, thank you.
Oh, but if you're
thank
okay,
you.
how come it's
Listen.
okay for you to die with a team shot?
Listen, because I'll
You
tell
just leave
You
me
do,
out here
because
but
when
you
we're
do rogue
when-
stuff.
when-
You are your own
listen,
rogue.
listen,
You do rogue
listen,
stuff. Okay,
listen,
okay.
listen. When we're playing,
We
like
gotta
when I'm
put-
telling
you can
Craig,
take a picture of him
when
for
I'm
the- for
when
the-
I-
for the thing.
when I'm telling Craig we need to push, we need to push. I will push. Griffin is never in a point where he's like, all right, Coke, let's push. Griffin puts himself in terrible position where he just
here we
runs
go.
out
Here
in
we
the middle
go.
of the
Power ammo. You're
No,
by the-
he
you're
does.
by the
He
power
does.
ammo. You're by the power. I've seen it.
Wait.
Dude,
Steve,
I've
Steve,
seen it.
Steve, how do you know I'm at the power ammo?
I've seen because that's
Because your ass is at the power ammo, motherfucker. We're both at the power. He's just mad I steal it from him.
Same with Coke.
Don't act like you're shooting someplace else and then out of your peripheral vision you're like,
No,
oh, look, Griffin's over there at the power ammo.
In my defense,
No,
I
you're
happened
like,
to
let
stroll
me-
upon
this
it.
is you.
I
Let me
know.
get
I
it.
don't know where it is.
Let
I'm
me
telling
get
you.
it.
No.
That's
I-
you. Let me get it, bro.
It's just a
Wow.
coincidence that I happen to be.
Oh.
No, it is. No, I just happen to be there. I don't know where they spawn. Frank, help me, dude. Back me up.
Bullshit.
Frank,
You know,
back me up.
I mean, he did
Dude,
say
help-
he
help
didn't
me,
know
help
where they
me.
spawned earlier.
Well, and not only
don't know
that,
where they spawn.
not only that,
I don't know where they spawn.
not
Oh,
only
look,
that,
he was listening. He was like Columbo.
No.
He did say two
Not-
episodes
I don't know
ago.
this.
not only that,
He
you
was
got to
like,
remind.
just one more thing.
I like how he
one more
said. I like how he said 2 episodes
To
ago,
Steve's
like it
point.
wasn't an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
To Steve's point too, though, because this
That's
happened to me
episodes
with
ago.
this happened to me with
I
Craig.
just want to grab it
Listen,
once. Will
listen.
you guys let me have it once?
I'm defending you right
Okay,
now.
okay.
To Steve's point, because I'm gonna accuse Craig of this because he says I'm always going for it. You spawn on your allies. So when we're dead, we spawn where you guys are at. So if someone's hoarding the power ammo,
Yeah, you actually-
we spawn next
Right
to it.
next to him, yeah.
Yeah, we get that.
Because
So that's what happened with
Because the
Steve.
maps are one thing.
Thank
the maps
you.
are little. These maps are
That was
little
the
on this
most
game.
And
truthful thing I've heard all day.
When he goes, Coke's always.
Thank you.
Because
Yeah,
Craig's
look at
like, Coke's
all
always
this other
going for it.
bullshit. Thank you.
Because
Thank you. God bless you.
Craig's always
Thank
like,
you.
Coke's going for it
God
too.
bless you,
I'm like,
brother.
I spawn right next to you. I'm gonna
But you
go
do
for it
go
if
for
it's
it,
there.
too.
I go for it if it's coming up.
Well, I mean, look, we all have our shortcomings. I think some of us admit to them, some of us don't. But that being said,
That's true though.
I mean, gameplay speaks for itself. I
Here
feel like
we
I
go.
know.
KD.
I
All
feel
right,
like
KD.
not. It's not
KD.
even KD. I mean, I feel
Jesus
like I
Christ
know.
over here.
I know.
Do you lose sleep over your KD? Like, if you have a bad game, does it
No.
affect
Oh,
you?
No,
dude, I bet he's
I-
out.
Does it get
He's
under your
just
skin?
pumping and he's drinking his protein
If
shakes.
I lost sleep, if I lost sleep playing with you guys, I would get no fucking sleep.
Oh, that hurts,
Ow.
brother.
I'm in the corner. I'm
Yeah,
in the
that
corner.
was
I
episode-
know-
Worst
And
friend
that was episode
ever.
9.
Yeah. No, you know what I think keeps him up when I beat him once and I
You
get
did
all
beat him?
happy about it.
Listen,
he gets
he
so
beat you?
frustrated.
Listen,
like once or
We
twice.
no the other night
Yeah,
we
we
were
posted it. You can find it on Worst Fireteam Ever Instagram.
we were
Craig
playing.
dominated Coke.
No, Steve, you were actually playing. You were playing at his house. But he was talking trash about my KD because I think I had a lower KD the game before.
Yeah.
The next game I went 31-0.
That is true. I saw that. That was. I remember. I was like, all right, I gotta go to bed, and then I just remember like the text
Don't
as I'm
forget.
going to
Never
sleep. It's like
forget.
never forget. And I was like, oh,
31
some
and 0.
shit went down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone said something that pissed Coke off because he had a 31.
Yeah, because you know why? Because Sandy Handy over here.
Oh, jeez.
And we call him Sandy Handy
got many
because
nicknames.
he rubs people the wrong way.
That's true. But if I'm Sandy Handy, he's Cocky Coke. So we don't have a lot of time left. So let's just. I actually want to switch it up, and I want to
Oh,
talk.
here goes General Craig switching it up.
switching it up.
You want to go to
Corporate
the outside?
Craig.
You want to go on the
I want
outside?
to go outside. I want to do a little
Podcast
outside.
Craig.
That's what he does.
I gotta switch it up. I gotta switch it up. I will. I
Finish
am.
it off strong.
But no, I wanted to just talk about, like stuff that we like right now, stuff that's going on. Like we're talking about shows or movies. We just saw Thor. We were going to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we saw Thor. You haven't seen it yet, huh,
No,
Steve?
go ahead. No,
I
wanna
didn't see it.
You have to see it. It's really funny.
It was funny.
I thought it was one of the more funny Marvel movies. Very entertaining. You know, along with all the the good acting, right?
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
it was
good.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
Good story.
Craig
Yeah.
put it the best way though. It was like Thor meets Guardians
Guardians
of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of like.
And it was very stylistic and like.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun in it.
Yeah, the music is great. I thought it was really fun. I like this version of the Hulk.
The Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was really funny.
Who plays Hulk?
and-
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's actually funny in it.
I like
I like
Ruffalo.
that he was light.
I
in
like
it.
him.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of times he's like that brooding, like I'm going to be the Hulk, and this
Yeah.
time he was kind of fun. And
Right.
Yeah, I thought this was like it was a really entertaining movie. I'd see it again.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
would?
Yeah.
I like that. So we saw
You want to go
that.
see it?
Oh, you know we have to go see it with
make
Frank.
fun. I thought it was
Because
gonna
you know
make fun
what?
of
Frank
it.
was in San Marcos, and we should go see it with Frank again. Steve.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
see it
I'd be
again.
down. I'd be down.
Oh, what about
But
TV?
wait. But is your girlfriend gonna let you watch movies?
Always with the low blow.
We're gonna edit this part.
Shadow shot.
No, look at me. Can you look? Give me eye.
Brother,
just
hey,
give me eye
brother,
contact.
brother,
Brother,
look
I
at
hear
me.
you.
Brother.
Oh, the trophy's
Brother.
coming up.
We'll be girlfriend.
we're gonna edit
We'll
this.
be girlfriend.
We're
Hey,
gonna edit it.
You can't go to movies?
No, we can't.
hey,
Hey, let's go on a TV series.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
what do you
Stranger
want?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things
I'm
was
on
great.
Stranger Things. I
All right,
love
I'm
it.
only on
Mindhunter?
episode 3.
But you know what?
I love
Mindhunter?
By the way, I have a 4K TV. You know what I mean? And
It looks beautiful.
and it's like
That's a
it's being streamed 4K,
It's
and
beautiful.
it looks fantastic.
Stranger
It does.
Things.
Yeah.
I got one too.
You gotta
Great,
get 4K
great
TV.
season.
Yeah, I like it.
Things.
I like
Are you
it.
watching
You
it?
finish it?
No. I'm like, yeah,
It's good.
I'm halfway in.
Oh, you didn't get to the part with the robots? I'm just fucking with you. I made that
No,
up.
I'm
That's not
halfway
real.
into, but it is a
No, because
great
it has
show.
it's like
You saw the
nostalgic
giant spiders,
80s.
right?
Yeah, I like the 80s. I like the whole
I
theme.
love the
yeah,
80s.
I love
They
it.
do
I
a
love
good
it.
job.
You know what?
Yeah, do a good
And
job
I
with
tell you
it,
what,
too.
these
wardrobe.
kids are
Oh,
so
they're
good.
good. They're great
Like
actors.
the standard of acting, and it goes when you think of kid actors. Now I go Stranger Things Anakin Skywalker. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
That
And
guy
then
is like
the best is Stranger
bad
Things,
shape.
and the worst is like that
Anakin
kid.
Skywalker.
Yeah. It's like
that
these kids are great.
cast is amazing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good. I like it a lot.
One I love right now that I'm trying to get Stevie into is Vice, and you watch it, Vice Principals.
So
You
good.
watch it too.
Dude.
So good.
That's
So
so
funny.
funny. dude.
Have you watched Big
You know
Mouth?
what? I don't know if that's Steve's thing. I haven't
No,
seen that.
no, he
funny.
loves that kind of stuff. I
Really?
know what Steve likes.
Vice
yeah.
Principals is
He'd love
it's-
Walter Goggins, and he'd love the grandma.
Oh,
I
the-
don't want to ruin it for him, but he'd love that.
That other guy that it's what is something the two leads
yeah,
was the
Danny
other guy.
McBride and
not Danny McBride.
The other
Walter
guy.
Goggins.
He's
Yeah,
my
he's
favorite.
so fucking
so
amazing.
great.
I just saw him in
Oh my
Hateful Eight. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so good.
Is that
at
He
it.
was good
at
So
Vice
good.
Principals.
He's
Hateful Eight?
such a good
Is
actor.
that good?
Yeah.
Hateful Eight, amazing. Really good movie.
But I think in Vice Principals, he's even better. I think his
Yeah,
character
he's-
is so good. And
So
the way he
I like him
plays
more than
it-
Danny. I'm a big fan of
I
Danny
like Danny
McBride. I
McBride,
like him more
yeah,
though.
but-
In that.
What's this
in that
David
show.
Fincher series I keep hearing about?
Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
so
up with-
good.
What's up with
I haven't watched
Mindhunter?
it.
It's basically like it's right before they figure out what like a serial killer is, or like they like before they before they
labeled
yeah
it.
before they create the term, and then like start getting into like psychology of a killer and stuff. So like they go and they interview a lot of like serial killers. So you get to see like Ed Kemper, and then like
It's fiction, right?
no, it's like historical fiction in the sense. So it's
okay,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
book is based on is real, but then they like TV show they kind
that
of like
worth
fuck with
watching?
stuff.
Twisted a little bit.
It's really good because I don't know if you know Ed Kemper, who was a real serial killer who cut his mom's head off and fucked her neck. When he was in the,
God, how do you even know that information?
me and Hannah's a huge serial killer fan. Like she
Yeah, I
knows
thought he was
all
gonna
the
say
serial
that.
She likes
killers.
that
She's gonna
forensic
kill your
files.
ass.
Oh, she will.
likes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
forensic files. And all
But
that
that
I was
dude,
gonna say
when
that.
he was in prison, he ended up
Neck
getting
book.
hired to do all the voice work for like books.
You guys into neck
that's-
So-
fucking?
I mean, I got a big neck.
Wait, we're gonna edit this part out, right?
Oh.
Who am I right now? We're gonna edit this part out.
I'm looking forward to Black
Look
Mirror.
at my eyes, bro.
Oh,
When's that
Black
come out?
Mirror,
When's
yeah,
that
season
come out?
4. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
soon.
Black Mirror
Yeah,
was great.
yeah.
Black Mirror
awesome.
season 4. I'm
Black
really
Mirror
looking.
is
That's
really-
like that's Twilight Zone for this generation. and
For,
it's
yeah,
good.
but like with the tech
the
aspect
tech,
of it.
yeah. But
The
it's
one,
still
the episode I really enjoyed in Black Mirror was the one about the like where you could replay things.
in your head.
And you thought the guy was being paranoid, and what the take I love that they did was that he was correct,
right,
and so you had this thing where it's like, damn, do you want to know all the information?
right.
Like, do
Yeah.
you want to have that like where you could prove that your girl cheated on you, or you
yeah.
could see everything? It's like, do you want that kind of like,
Every
Right,
episode, I mean, a lot of them are just amazing. Like the upvote one is
Oh, it's
so
my favorite
good
one.
to me because,
Also, I love that actress.
Ron Howard's daughter,
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas. But
oh yeah, that was great.
Like-
Just like the always like having to be like, give me a 5.
I love it because
Yeah.
people, because I feel like that's a part of where
almost
we're.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's where we're going. Where like everybody's judged on like social media. It's a perfect
That's
example.
a good too.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
some great TV.
I freak out when someone follows me that I like or that I follow. Like someone like it's big up,
Especially
like,
when they
It's a
like
status.
They,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
They tweet.
I
hate
thought
you.
I don't know if you guys even watch Handmaid's Tale? Did you
I
watch
did.
it?
I watched the first season and I liked it.
Nah, I'm not into women. No, I'm just kidding. No, me and the fiance watched it.
Yeah, I thought that was.
It was a really good one.
Yeah, it was a really good.
Yeah.
show.
It's
another dark
It was
one.
ill. That's a dark
Yeah.
show. It's
Yeah.
dark.
Here's
Is
a
that
sad.
Netflix?
Yeah.
No,
Hulu.
That's
Here's
Hulu.
the thing with all that is like it does worry me that all these shows are so dark.
Yeah.
Like because a lot of times like TV reflects like people in society.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
so-
why that show was so popular, is because you have Trump in office, and so it's kind of like really out there,
Right.
And so you have this idea in this classic book,
Right.
And so now people think like, this guy, could this actually happen?
Right.
This could actually
Well,
happen.
right,
you
exactly.
know?
That's the
so that's
fear.
why the fear of like, oh my
There's
god, this is like-
dystopian. But I feel like we've really gotten to like a lot of shows are about dystopians, and it's a little, it does make you worry a little. I
Need some
think.
Well, it's the
positivity.
fear, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you want some positivity.
Which
Yeah.
is why I watch Big Mouth. No.
Bill
So
Burr's show.
what's
is
that
funny.
about?
It's basically just about like kids in like
yeah.
middle school going through puberty.
Yeah,
it's
I watched
fucking
a couple- yeah.
hilarious.
But it's
Yeah,
irreverent
really
funny.
because it's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
Right.
and it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny
Yeah, I
because they
watched
have
that.
like the hormone monsters, and like John Mulaney's great in it. Nick Kroll's fantastic in it. There's a lot of really good comedians
work.
that are doing the voices for it. It's
Have
so
you seen
funny.
American Vandal? Have you seen that show?
That was really
Dude, that's
good.
pretty
That's done
funny.
really well.
Yeah, I gotta
On
see
Netflix,
that.
have you seen that?
No, you told
Dude,
us about
The lead in that, who
yeah.
plays like the dumb guy,
Yeah,
dude,
he's
he
great.
fucking kills it.
He's funny, the stoner, right?
So fucking
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yes,
So
that's like making a mockumentary.
it's a
Making a
mockumentary,
Murder.
yeah.
Murder.
You would like it, dude. It's pretty
so
funny.
I want to check that out. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
shows you
yeah.
gotta check
Well,
out.
Because by the first episode,
I just started-
Netflix is killing
Dude,
it,
yeah.
I
dude.
just started watching Zoo with my girlfriend,
Oh, yeah, you're
and
jealous.
Zoo is actually a pretty interesting show. I would
What is it?
recommend that one. It's just like it's a network show though.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's like on CBS or
the
whatever it is.
animals
It's
take
about how the
over.
animals are starting to think and they're going to take over the world. You
Yeah.
know, but it's just like a very interesting. That's some good TV. I have some guilty pleasures. Like I like Supergirl. I think the acting on Supergirl is great.
all right, guys, it's the end of the episode.
This motherfucker.
Well, what about? Is there anything you're looking forward to? I mean, obviously, I said Black
This
Mirror.
chicken. That's what I'm looking
I
for.
know. No, but I mean, like as far as like TV or movies.
It's here?
Oh,
Oh, it
Chicken's
is?
here.
Well, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
And ladies and gentlemen, the most recent Star Wars trailer I really like a lot.
Yeah.
I like because I'm like Mark Hamill.
Oh,
I just wasn't having him. Like I don't know why they did what they did in the last movie. They shouldn't have revealed him like that because it was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like we know who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to the big the big Jedi hoodie reveal.
Yeah.
It's like we know it's Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
what are you trying to like?
So
do?
what are they showing the new trailer? I want to see that.
Oh, you got to look at it. It's
Is it-
great,
it's-
Bro.
yeah.
No, because I like this whole idea that Luke Skywalker's like, hey, this Jedi shit ain't too good, and like I'm not gonna get fooled again. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah. at least
He's
it's-
like this old man who's like,
He's done-
nah,
over
I
it.
can't.
He's over it.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I just
Yeah.
don't like he looks too scared of everything. Like everything.
Well, 'cause he knows, bro. He knows.
man.
I know,
Look what
I know.
happened.
But
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just saying,
seen the
He's
worst.
seen some shit,
he
man.
defeated the bad guys.
Yeah, but he saw fucking his friend. He saw his friend's
his
kid
father-
just fucking
no,
go
no.
nuts.
His father died. Okay.
Saving him.
Just try to say, and he never had the relationship he wanted to have with his father, and then he's trying to train his best friend's kid,
And his
he
kid goes
turns to the
crazy.
dark side.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
"Fuck
that's
this."
right. See, I didn't
Yeah.
even
He's like,
remember
"I'm gonna go to an island.
I'm gonna hang out.
Right.
I'm gonna go monk this shit. I'm going to an
Yeah,
island."
yeah.
And then he's like, "This fuck, they're still building Death Stars.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I thought we beat these motherfuckers,
Yeah,
right?"
I don't know why they.
Yeah,
keep
I'm
building
saying,
Death
these
Stars.
kids
They
get
don't
off
seem
my
to
lawn.
work
When
out
did that
so
new
well.
trailer drop?
There's a
Yesterday at the
Oh,
Thor.
yeah.
there's
There's
a new.
And there's another one, a little mini
Yeah,
one.
There's two movies coming out that I fucking want to watch so goddamn.
New Mutants.
Well, also Brawl and Cell Block 99 with fucking Vince Vaughn. Have you seen that?
No.
He like plays like this fucking crazy like fucking patriot kind of dude, and he like has to go to prison and shit. It's fucking nuts. The beginning of him is just beating the shit out of a fucking Toyota. It's crazy.
Is it a comedy?
No, it is not a comedy.
it's not
It's
a
like
comedy.
him going to prison. Then the other movie that's coming out is called Shot Callers, and it's the dude from Game of Thrones, Jamie Lannister.
Yeah.
And it's about him going to prison, and then him living in prison, and then him having to like become like to join the like he has to join one of the gangs to like survive, and then shit just goes downhill.
When is that dropping?
I think that drops in a few months. That shit looks amazing.
All right.
A lot of
Check
good
that
shit.
out.
All right,
Yeah.
well, yeah. You know, you're gonna find out a lot of stuff, not just video games from Worst Fire Team Ever. Worst Fire Team Ever has a lot of opinions about things, and we're pretty. We've turned into pretty good friends, and you know, I think that keep coming with us on this adventure, and you're gonna get some great information and have some great times.
Now for the
And-
chicken.
And now for the chicken.
No, all right. Well, thank you guys. That's episode.
Are you happy?